Hi, my name is Anonymous, and today we are going to read a story about a boy who found a magic hat that could turn anything that went underneath it invisible. Once upon a time there was a boy named Max who lived in a big city. Max liked living in the city because there was always something fun to do. One day, Max and his mom went to the city's big Friday market. There were so many people at the market. As they walked through the crowd, Max suddenly saw something strange. It was an old, worn-out top hat. It looked like the kind of hat a magician would wear. "Mom, can I try this on?" he asked. "Sure," said Mom. She wasn't sure why he wanted to try on a hat like that, but it was just a hat. As soon as Max put the hat on his head, he felt a magical tingle. Then he saw something amazing. His whole body was invisible. "Wow," he whispered. He took the hat off and put it back on again. He was invisible once more. Then he had an idea. He put the hat on and ran to a fruit stand. He tickled the lady's neck who was standing there. She screamed and dropped all of the apples she was holding. Then Max ran off, giggling. He turned invisible again and hid behind a nearby pillar. He peeked out from behind it and saw a man walking by with a big, juicy burger. Max waited till the man got close to the pillar. Then he put the hat back on his head and hid behind it. When the man walked past, Max grabbed his burger and ran away. The man looked around, confused, not knowing what had just happened. Max took the hat off and started to eat the burger. It tasted delicious. He decided to keep the hat for now. Maybe someday he would even become a magician and use the hat to perform amazing tricks. But first, he had to get home before his mom started to worry. Max took the hat off and put it into his backpack. He didn't want anyone else to see it. Then he started to walk home. When Max got home, he told his mom all about the amazing hat that he had found. "A hat that makes you invisible," she said, laughing. "That sounds like a fun hat." Max wanted to play one more trick before he put the hat away. He went to his room and called his best friend, Benny. "Come over here as fast as you can," he said. "I have something really funny to show you." A few minutes later, Benny was at Max's house. "What's so funny?" he asked. "You'll see," said Max. With a big smile, Max put the hat on Benny's head. Then he started to giggle. Benny's body was invisible. "This is so cool," said Benny. He took the hat off and put it back on. He ran around the room, giggling. Max joined in, and they had so much fun. Then suddenly, the hat flew right off of Benny's head. It sailed through the air and landed on the windowsill. Max and Benny stared at each other. Benny was invisible, and then he started to giggle. He took the hat off and put it on again. Then he ran out the door. "Wait!" cried Max. "Don't go anywhere." But Benny was already gone. Max knew that if he put the hat on, he could join in on the fun. But he didn't want to be invisible. He wanted to find Benny. So he took off the hat and started to look for his friend. He looked under the bed and behind the curtains, but Benny was nowhere to be found. Then he had an idea. He put the hat back on his head and walked outside. It was time to play a fun game of hide and giggle. Max closed his eyes and started to count. 1, 2, 3, he called out. In his mind, he knew exactly where Benny would hide. He opened his eyes and saw Benny hiding behind a tree. But as he took a step closer, he saw that Benny was gone. Then he heard a giggle. He looked behind a bush and there was Benny. They played hide and seek for a long time. Finally, when the sun started to set, Max found Benny. He was sitting on a park bench, still wearing the invisible hat. "You found me," Benny said, taking the hat off. Together, they walked home, happy and tired from their fun game of hide and giggle. The end.